Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's me, 1 more time. I just got home not too long ago. Thank God for another day, for another beautiful day of life. It's been a little cooler here in the desert. It's been raining and cloudy and stuff like that, so that's good. We need the rain, and it gives us a break. I love the clouds, I love the gloomy weather, and the rain especially. That's something I feel I manifested also. To God be all the glory. But we are His spoiled children, and we don't receive because we don't know how to ask. So a lot of people are in scarcity, and they're afraid. They're scarce in their being, in their soul, in the way of thinking, money, financially, emotionally, in all kinds of ways, and we try to make it up with arrogance and fear-based emotions, being envious, being jealous, being, straight up a-holes with other people, undermining people, setting people up. That's what the enemy does to us. It's all based on fear, man. And it's a beautiful thing when you wake up and you're not fearful anymore. You have no more fear of anything. I'm not even scared of death anymore. Because I started thinking, if anything happens to me, if somebody kills me, they're gonna do me a favor. I'll be in heaven faster, man. I'd be going home with the good Lord, finally. Not that I don't like this life, and I do see the beauty of every day in the world. Sometimes I'm at a stoplight and I'm like, man, that little patch of grass or that palm tree looks nice today, something like that, man. You have to keep yourself motivated in this life, even in the hot summer days. Sometimes there, shout out to anybody that works out there in the sun. I really tip my hat to you. I salute you. I did it for a long time, for a long time. So I know what it is. But right now what's happening is like these demons, they've infiltrated everybody again around me and stuff like that, which is fine. It's completely fine. And I say it's fine, not that it's right, and I don't condone it, and I don't give them right, and I don't agree with what they're doing, and I don't consent to it. But I'm saying it's fine in the meaning that it's not going to affect me anymore. If anything, it's only made me stronger. It's made me better, more intelligent, more wise, more at peace, more loving, more careful, more careless in a way. I have zero anxiety, zero fear, zero worry, because all those things are from the enemy. When you worry, when you're anxious, when you're biting your nails and breaking your head, sweating and jittery, dude, that's not of God. All of this is worldly, man. Everything we see here is of the world, and we serve the one that has conquered the world. We know who rules this world. It's Satan, that little crybaby bitch. I'm sorry, excuse my English, but he's a little crybaby bitch. He can't get back into Papa's house, and we can. And I laugh at him every day for it. He got a little taste of the good life, of the best life, next to the Elohim, and he messed it up. And now he's mad. He's angry when he really should be angry at himself, and own up to his stupidity and his just his lack. His lack and his fear and his envy and his wanting to be like God and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like, I don't try to be like anybody. I try to be like myself. I like myself. I kiss myself, dude. Like, like, you got to, man. You got to, because there's plenty of people and entities and things out there that don't like you, that freaking hate you, that they hope you die a slow, painful, embarrassing, disgusting, horrid death. That's what they wish for you, and then they want you to go to hell after that. So I'm not gonna live in hell and then die and go to hell, dude. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna manifest as above, so below. I'm gonna manifest heaven on earth, like I have been doing for myself. I live in kind of the hood, I guess. I live in the hood, around a bunch of people that, you know, I don't trust. I don't talk to. I wish them well, but you know, energies and our intuition and I forget the other word that's in the Bible too. Discernment. Sorry, is a real thing, you know. And I'm not going to ignore my body when it discerns and when it feels a certain type of bad, negative energy. So what I have done, and what you can do also, is you can redirect that. As a child of God, you're powerful too. And the war on people is different now. It's in our minds. You know, if you've ever felt like a target, you know what I'm talking about. You'll go outside and there's nobody out there. You know, it seems like a nice, peaceful, normal day. But you go back into your room or your house, and all the chaos commences. You know, and it's funny. Just laugh at it, laugh it off. The more you laugh it off, the more you shrug it off, the more you do whatever the heck you want to do. I'm not saying do bad things, but if you do want to, that's your right. Nobody should be covertly harassing you and tormenting you and judging you and stuff like that. That is the enemy, the eternal accuser of the brethren. You know, we serve a mighty God, man. He is the owner of gold and silver. You know, he is the owner. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. It says in the Bible. So he doesn't need anything from you, man. He's not worried. You know, we need to be more like the Elohim. You know, if you have kids, then you're a good parent. You consider yourself a good parent, like I do. I'm not perfect by any means, and I don't want to be perfect. But what I'm trying to say is that you want your kids to look up to you, man, you know, and be like you. And if you're safe, you feel like you're their guardian. It's almost like an insult when your kid is scared or anxious or worried or tripping out. It's like, bro, like, I got you. I am your dad, man. I am a freaking monster. I am an animal for you in this world, you know. I take up that shield, that sword, and that armor. And I go to battle for my kid every day, you know. And that's how we have to see God, you know. He has given us the ultimate gift, and he paid the ultimate price, man. So we don't have to be anxious. We don't have to be scared. The enemy hates that I'm telling you this, man. You know, I'm getting like little chills here. But yeah, man, he hates that. Him and his stupid little goons, you know, his little ghetto goons here that have no life, have nothing to do. I've seen so many people leave these apartment buildings that are close to me, in close vicinity. Just recently, you know, I would say in the span of like maybe 5 or 6 months, at least 7 different people and units have left. It's like a revolving door, man. It's like the trash takes out itself, you know what I mean? So keep strong. Don't argue or fight with these things in your head. Curse them. You can curse them in a holy way too, you know what I mean? The Bible says love your enemies, but these are different types of enemies, man, you know what I mean? The Bible also allowed the kings of Israel and Jerusalem to slaughter entire bloodlines, you know, entire cities and kingdoms. So you have to be smart, and that's that discernment, you know, that perfect conviction from the Lord of how you do things, you know. When I don't like something, man, I put that juju back on them. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't start this, but I'm gonna end it, and it's gonna end bad for you. And that's the way it's been, man. You know, I'm like kicking butt at my job, dude. I'm like, it's a challenge, but I'm in sales and I'm doing great. All praises to the King, you know. But I do put in the work. I'm starting to like it a lot. All of a sudden, you know, I've given up on love, man. I did the Tinder thing, you know, and Tinder, I don't recommend it, especially if you're a TI, man. Tinder is more like it's a free freaking dinner. It's a free dinner for any girl, for most girls, you know. Yeah, they'll make out with you. They'll be cuddly and all that good stuff on the date, but after that, you won't. Yeah, it's not gonna work out. That's what they do, you know. They use men for a free meal. It's a free meal thing. Actually, it should be renamed to that free meal app for women, especially. No offense to the good ladies out there. I know there's some real queens out there, and you know, this is the tribe of Judah, man. This is the dwellers of Zion, you know, the rulers of the new world. It's gonna be us, but it starts with no fear, man. And I know it's easy to say, and it's hard to do. What I've done, some of the tactics, when I start see what anxiety, fear, and all that stuff does, it compresses you. It makes you dense, you know. It makes you stiff. It makes you cave in your chest and stuff like that. When you start feeling like that, tell yourself, hey, this is exactly what I told myself, and I quote, hey, calm down, man. Like, remember who the heck you are. You know, you're a child of the Most High, and not just that. I'm a spoiled child too. You know, I'm a spoiled child. I manifest things around my life and inside my life. Because God gave us this life to enjoy it, man, you know, and to roll with the punches, you know. When your kid falls, when they're little, you don't scold them, you don't yell at them, and you don't make them feel bad. You make them feel good. Like, hey, you know, at least he was playing, she was running around playing, discovering stuff, the world, enjoying the damn world, man, enjoying your life, enjoying the present moment. This life wants us to be stressed out about the past, about the present, the future. It's crazy, dude. We can't ever like rest, especially up here, you know, because we're putting up with the appearances and keeping up with the Joneses and social medias and this and that and the other. Sometimes our families are enemies too, whether they know it or not. Sometimes they don't see that they belittle us and stuff, but you know, this life, it tries to give us labels. So it's like, oh, that person drives a nice car, so he or she must be, you know, an executive or has a degree or something. Smart person, educated, is valuable, right? And you know, we have to give honor to where it's due, but if you're a TI, dude, like, your life was probably kind of planned out since before you were born, especially when you were born, you know. That's when that enemy started working in your life, started bullying you, making you feel like crap, like you had to chase love in all the wrong places, latch on to things that weren't beneficial to you and stuff like that. And so you were always needy, you were always fearful, and always felt like you were less. But I'm here to tell you that you're not less. We are the salt of this earth, you know. Just remember that. The labels that this world gives you, they're not necessarily true, you know what I mean? I mean, if you've done something, or if you continue to do something, then that's on you, you know. You got to recognize and work on yourself and ask for the Lord to make a way for you. Otherwise, you know, I know most TIs, you know, these things and these people and this program calls us the worst things, you know. They make us feel like we're the worst people and stuff like that. When in actuality, we're the most loving people. We're the most insightful people. We're the most creative people. I'm not saying that there's a lot more smarter people than me, you know. I know that for a fact, but I don't care, because in my Father's eyes, He loves me just the way I am, and my effort goes a long way. My effort is catapulted, you know, 10, 50 times its weight. So just see yourself like that, you know. Don't ever think that you're less, because you're not. There's other people that are gonna be dumber than you. There's other that are gonna be smarter than you and stuff like that. So hold your head on high. And if these things come, you know, as darts and these thoughts, because it's constant, you know, it's 24/7 surveillance and harassment and stuff like that. And I know some of you are getting hit with the dews and the microwaves and the harassment at work, the mobbing, the sabotaging. So I even would go as far and say that they're scripting things too. They're scripting things where it's like they're planning things in your head and then you go out and do them, you know, like doing drugs or acting out or just doing bad things, you know what I mean, like that aren't really in your character or weren't. But otherwise, man, you gotta shake that off, because nothing has happened to us yet, you know. So it's like the Bible says, you know, 1,000 will fall at your left and 10,000 at your right, but death will not come to you, you know. So I've seen a lot of people pass away, suffer, die. A lot of people that treated me wrong too. You know, they're looking like crap. They're going through a lot of stuff. They've been through a lot of stuff. They lost loved ones. They, you know, they're paying for what they are and what they did, you know. And honestly, you know, I don't take joy in that, but it's like a confirmation. I do take joy and comfort in the confirmation that God makes all things right, you know, and He's a God of justice. And I feel like this is our time to reap the equalization of what the injustices that have been done to us, you know. Remember, God made the universe, and the universe is the great equalizer, man. You know, the universe sometimes goes into shambles and it's chaotic, but it always wants to even out. It wants to even out. Everything you put out there is going to come back to you either negatively or positively, you know what I mean? You got to be smart how you do things. Me, and I think most TIs, we're good-hearted people. I go to sleep hoping for a better tomorrow. You know, I wish the world was beautiful mountains and beautiful clouds and prairies and pine trees and rainbows and roses and stuff like that, and you know, Bambi with a damn butterfly in his nose and stuff. But it's not. The world's an ugly place, man. It can be, you know. So you got to be a savage out here too, man. You know, a lot of us are very sweet, very nice, very thoughtful. We always wish that the world was better, you know, that we took care of our earth better. You know, I'm not going to get into corporate greed and pollution and how we are the virus here on earth and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, like, as nice as you can be as a TI, you also got to be the complete opposite of a freaking savage, man. You got to be absolutely cutthroat, ruthless with your enemy, okay? Because the enemy does not care about you at all. And you can be nice to your enemy, for this enemy, for a million years, and they would still hate you for no reason, basically. You know, this program has no merit. It has no foundation on truth. I believe it's an agency that starts with Charlie, IA, if you get my drift. It's not a coincidence that these word plays, or that's how the cookie crumbled, with the languages. The IA has taken over our life too. If you don't know about it, most people don't even realize. The IAs are the ones that they work with algorithms, and they study your life and your habits and everything you do. And they're studying the human race as a whole, everything in creation, but mostly humans. So they may even know the day you're gonna die, and how and why, or a probability, because the AI, the supercomputers, dude, they're silent right now. They're not out in the open, like, hey, these things are running the show, but trust me, they are. And this thing's gonna mesh, and it's gonna come together with, or it has come together actually with the demons, so it's demon tech, what I call it. And it influences these idiots out here, stalking you. And, right now everybody's kind of quiet listening to me around here. It's crazy how they react, with the trigger in your head, your neighbors and stuff like that. They'll either laugh or they'll be like, oh, you see, the little theater in your head that goes on. And that's all fine, man, because really, I know it's cliche, but what doesn't break you will make you stronger, and what did break you can still make you stronger. If you're broken right now, if you're lost, dude, I'm telling you, I've been there, man. I've been there, and probably worse. I checked into hell a lot of times, and I stayed there until I talked to the damn manager. I went Karen on their ass, I was like, I need to talk to the guy, and it turns out it's all like the Wizard of Oz, man. It's all a facade. It's not real. It's all fear-based tactics. It's all lies. So don't believe him ever. Shrug it off. You are a king, a queen, a high priestess. We are a chosen people, a special lineage, the chosen people of God, and I can hear the demons right now, the same girl, and her little stupid friends that are always around me and stuff like that, the B2K, the R&M. I know they're around and stuff, and I know I have some vices, but I don't need to pay them any respect with that. Like, I don't need to stop something because of these things, if I'm gonna stop or do something different, it's because I want to, or because I see it fit in my life, or God is pulling me towards that. These things, they'll also use things as a pretext, where they'll be like, well, you're being bad, you haven't gone to church in a while, you're not reading your Bible, you looked into a Ouija or this or that, and I'm not saying that stuff can't open up, the little cracks or windows or the doors to this realm of demonic activity and what's going on around us. But that's not the real reason, man. These people, they lie, and they don't care if you're a good person or not. They don't care if you change your life around and become Mother Teresa. They don't give a damn, dude. They don't care if you stop your habits or stop cussing, go to church all day, every day, read your Bible, and talk in tongues. They don't care about that, man. Trust me, because I tried it. I try to go to church. I try to live in the church one time, and they would still attack me. They don't give a damn if you're doing good or bad. One time they even told me, they were like, we don't care. What I got from it is like, they don't care if you're doing good or bad, and if you're a good person or not, if you're changing things around. They just hate you. They're on a mission. It's an experiment, and it's a devil lineage bloodline thing too. From the fallen ones against the chosen ones of God. You got to remember, some of these things, some of these people are predestined for the fire too. Um, and it makes a lot of sense to me, you know. It makes my heart kind of warm too. That it's like you can bitch and cry and try to go against me all you want, but I first of all, I don't care anymore about anything you say or do, as much as you do it, or how intense you think you're doing it, or how you think I'm feeling, or this or that, blah blah blah. They never catch me in a corner anymore, man. It's like I am in control of this world. I am in control of my reality. Somebody has a problem out there with me, we can do that too, you know. We can go head toe to toe, you know. I'm a man too, man, and I will break somebody. I will put somebody in the dirt, gladly, and I don't care. Or I will tell you off, and I will hurt you. Trust me, with my words. You know, you got to be like that, man. You know, but people that are nice to me out there and show me respect and even do business with me and stuff like that and trust me and just come at me very correct and very loving, very nice, I'm the same way with them. And I'll even go the extra mile sometimes for those people and be extra nice to them and stuff like that. So there is good people out there. It's not the whole world that's against you or against us. It's just a few idiots, you know, masquerading and parading and making it seem like it's the whole universe and God hates you and has forgotten about you. But really, God just wants the ones that are gonna endure, the soldiers, the ones that are gonna be here and never lose faith in God, man, you know. And He'll show His hand to you. He'll show you, and He doesn't expect perfection from you at all. Should we strive to be perfect like our Lord Yahweh? Yes, we should. But He knows we're not perfect, and that's fine. That's why He died, man, on the cross, you know. There's new mercies and every day for us. Brand new mercies, man, you know. Yesterday is forgotten, so why are you remembering it? If you're barely going through it, if you're going through it bad, just remember, you know, you can change that. You have to let go and release yourself. What I was going to tell you guys too, this method I do, I learn to like relax my brain from the inside. I visualize it. It's kind of like a meditation. So I relax. So what they do, they want to keep your brain very, very tense, your body tense, but mostly your brain. But if you intentionally relax your brain, you can feel it relax, and it's really like a weird, satisfying feeling. Sometimes you even feel like it's freaking burnt, you know, because all the shit they're doing to us. So you relax it. You let the blood flow. The more blood flow you have in your body and your brain, the better you react to things. The more relaxed you are. The more relaxed you are, the more you smile, the more you laugh, and you think positively, optimistic, and you trust yourself, you love God, and you're in control of your realm, of your surroundings. The more good things your body produces, you know, the more the universe smiles back at you. You know, and the more you attract good things, man, you know, that's just how it works. You know, there was a point where I was so scared, I was so angry, so anxious, and so caught in my misery and with these demons, with these people in the system, you know, that I would just manifest scary things, man. Everything was bad and then bad and bad everywhere I went, and everything coincided, and everything was I forgot the word, but everything was like a coincidence, you know what I mean? Or I could even predict something happening, and it would, you know, and most of the time it was something bad, something to do with this program. And now I'm manifesting things that have nothing to do with this program because they're good things. You know, this program wants nothing good to happen to you. They want you to end up as a homeless person in a psych ward. You know, you can't become an executive. You can't become a doctor an insurance agent. You can't become a lot of things if you you know what I mean, if you've been committed to a psych ward. So they know that, you know, and they're trying to ruin your reputation and your chances of being anybody. And mostly they're trying to make you kill yourself, you know, and kill others. That's a bonus, you know. If you kill yourself, kill others, cause misery around you. They want you to be scared and tense and always thinking of them, and you know, being miserable. They're misery, you know. This program should be called misery because it loves company and it wants your company, you know. It wants your attention, it wants your intention. I'm kind of going off on a rant here, but like I said on my first video, you know, I'm trying to empower people. You know, I trust me, I lost hope a couple times here in this journey, and I didn't even want to live anymore, man. You know, because I was like, man, this is hopeless. There's no way somebody can live normally like this, you know. It's like you're always cussing, fighting, this and that. You're always on the defense, you know. It's time to get on the offense. It's time to switch it around on these motherfuckers, man. You know, life is good. Start manifesting good things, you know. Miracles do happen, you know. Trust me. But I had it bad, man. I had it bad where I lost it. I lost it a lot of times, and I was a dead man walking for a long time, you know. But now here I am, dude. I whistle, I sing, I do funny little dances, I burp, I laugh, you know. I do everything normal, and I enjoy it, man. I enjoy the little things, and I enjoy the big things, man, you know. I had lost all hope on love too, you know, like I was telling you guys. But all of a sudden, boom, it's like I met this girl, and she's beautiful inside and out. She's my ideal woman, you know. She's very respectful, and she helps me a lot, you know. She motivates me, she supports me, all those good qualities, man. You know, she's really pretty, she cooks, she's respectful, just all those non-toxic traits, you know, that most females that I had encountered had, or I had relationships with, and even other females that I'm not going to mention, that are still around in my life, sometimes, you know, and even males, man, you know, males can be toxic too. Males can be always competing, you know. I know life is a competition, and a little competition is good. A little ambition is good, you know. The Lord said, if you know, the one that doesn't work is not going to eat, you know. So if you don't work, you don't eat. You got to put some kind of effort out there, man, you know. Just remember, your kids deserve the best dad. You deserve the best of you. A lot of you guys are like, you know, I don't have to prove myself to this person, to the world. You do, though. You do, you know what I mean? There's a lot of potential, especially in TIs, man. You know, there's all the good juices in there, man. You know, all the ingredients, all the chemicals are in there, for us to show out and be the best people out here, you know, to be the best type of people out here. Give somebody hope, at least, you know. The other day I was talking to this guy on the phone, this potential client who became my client that day. He was just telling me how everybody had abandoned him. He lived out in the middle of nowhere, and he was just kind of, you know, just out, down and out, you know. But I gave him some good little pep talk and stuff like that, you know, and I shared a little bit about my experience, and we seemed to have resonated there, and so we kind of became buddies, like I do with some people, you know. Always be on the defense, man, but also be on that loving side, you know, that giving side. When you can give a little piece of your heart to somebody, do that. You give a little piece of your mind to people too, you know. So you got to know how to balance yourself, man. You know, there's time to attack and there's time to love, you know. But what else? I mean, right now, what they're doing, they're just mad at me right now. But it's okay, because I've manifested, you know, there's a thing out there where it's like anybody who comes against me is automatically cursed and bad. And that curse just keeps getting worse. Like, it doubles in bad every second, you know. And they know it, and they still go for it. That's on them, you know. I just laugh at the end, because it's like, dude, you know what it is, you know what I mean? You can't go against me, man, you know. I get better, stronger, smarter, more opportunities. We have all the opportunities. If you're like me, you can get a job anywhere, like almost, you know, or an opportunity to get a job or excel at something. Also, you know, a lot of TIs, we're creative, we can rap, we can draw, we can do a lot of things, man, you know. We can do music. We see the world a little different, you know, and that's a good thing, you know. The world always needs good difference, not greed different. You don't need a new iPhone every damn year, you know. That's what's polluting the earth. We need good inventions that are gonna last 10 years, you know. Ever notice how your car starts breaking down right when you pay it? Like, you pay the last note, and it's like, you know, that 5th year, your car is crap. You know, it starts going to crap. It's all downhill from there. It's made like that, you know. The system's made like that. But we rely on something that's everlasting, that's permanent, man, you know. And that's a beautiful thing, you know. The heavens and earth shall pass, but his word will last forever. And I want to leave you guys with that encouragement tonight. You know, it's kind of hard for me to do these videos. You know, it's my second one, so it's getting a little easier. I do talk to other TIs too. Maybe I'll post a link or something someday. It's kind of funny because none of them support me or come watch my videos. I guess you're nobody until you're somebody, right? But it's all right, you know. I think it'll resonate. This will resonate with somebody else. I know my brothers and sisters in Australia also, and in other Middle Eastern countries and stuff like that, where, you know, not Australia, but the other countries where they're like third world countries and don't have the same opportunity as us, and like the same communication opportunity. You know, I'm praying for you, and I'm sending you my love, and just know that there's an innumerable, an endless army of TIs and God's armies, you know, and the angels, and more importantly, God and His Son are on your side, man. You know, I mentioned Australia because when I do meet a TI from there online or something, it's like they're getting it really, really bad, you know, where to the point where they start getting like physically sick. So I'm not saying that, you know, some people don't get different levels of attacks, you know, and the more you give into it, but the more you give into it, the more you're gonna get attacked, the more your body's gonna be affected in a bad way with this. So take it in as good, man. When they do the do's on me, the microwave, I'm like, it's like free chemo, dude, you know, like they're killing off any precancerous shit or toxins or whatever doesn't belong in my body. Boom, out of here, you know what I mean? And I meditate all that shit out too, all that radiation and all that crap out anyway, you know. And they're only damning themselves, they're only cursing themselves anyway. And they can scream and kick and laugh and get mad and all kinds of shit towards me and towards you, but we're still here. I'm enjoying this little cold beer, you know, our big cold beer. It's actually like room temperature now. Still good though. What I was saying, and also I want to touch on something, I guess. You know, I do respect people that are a little more religious and stuff like that, and a little more conservative. and that don't cuss, don't drink, and stuff like that. That's fine. I respect that totally, and I do admire it. I love it. I support it. But that's just not me. You know what I mean? I try my best, but and I'm not proud that I fell short or anything like that. But I know that all of us on our best day, we're still dirty rags. I keep that in mind, man. We are kings and queens, but we're nothing compared to the Lord. We're absolutely nothing. We're vile, disgusting things. But if you're like that, I encourage you to stick around. Just kind of hear me out. I want to learn from you guys too. My whole I guess kind of goal right now is get enough content out there, which is kind of hard because a lot of times I'm just like, I'm gonna do one, and then I just don't. I just don't do a video. But YouTube won't allow you to go live unless you have enough content out there, enough likes, and enough subscribers. So you need that. It's a lot. You got to put out a lot of content, a certain amount of subscribers. I forgot the numbers. I completely forgot. You need a certain amount of likes and stuff like that for them to allow you to go live. And then when we go live, that's when shit's gonna get real, because then I can bring you guys on board, and you guys can use an avatar or whatever, and we can do yard streams, or we can go live and we can share and we can learn off of each other. It's very therapeutic, and it's empowering when you go live with another person. You make good little bonds there sometimes. I'm still kind of iffy on some people and stuff like that, but I don't know. Everybody's journey is different. People are still different, we may be going through the same things, but we're still different. I encourage you also to keep your space clean. I've been kind of lagging on making my bed. I usually do it before I go to work. It's very likely that I'll do it before I go to work. I'll make my bed. I'll leave everything just very nice, picked up, neat, clean, organized. When I get home, it's like relaxing, This is our sanctuary also. So do that. Keep yourself, nice and clean. Take a shower, brush your teeth 2-3 times a day. Put some cologne on. A lot of people, I don't know why they're not doing that anymore, man. What was it? 2 days ago, I saw this lady at the grocery store. I smiled at her. She was kind of goofy, and she hit me with a funk, man. This is nasty. Honestly, it smelled like she had been. And I'm warning you ahead of time. If you don't want to hear this, you should mute it. But she smelled like she had been masturbating all day, and she hadn't showered, and she hadn't put deodorant, and she just didn't care, and it went like that. It just smelled really bad, and she wasn't homeless or anything. It just, people are, if you're disgusting with yourself like that, and keep your house disgusting, how do you expect God to bless you, man? You know what I mean? If you don't take care of your car, you're popping your speakers on your radio and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like, how do you expect God to give you a better car or nice things, a nice girlfriend? You think a woman wants to go to a pigsty and stuff like that, wants to live with somebody who stinks or doesn't take care of themselves? These are little things we have to work on ourselves. I'm sure, we're not God, but I'm sure Jesus never smelled like crap, and he doesn't now, so just keep yourself clean. I don't encourage drugs, that's a whole nother topic that we will talk about, trust me. I don't encourage doing drugs unless, you think it's okay. I mean, I'm not here to tell you also and force you to stop doing what you're doing. You got enough of that, I'm here to just shed some love, some light, and be the calm in this world storm, and show you how to be calm and earn that for yourself. Be a warrior. I am a war god out here, you know, and God told me that's okay. That's a good title, you know. But I am that. I am a war god, man. Because if you knew the things that I've been through, and maybe if I knew the things you've been through, we would applaud each other, you know. But they're nukes and they're cobwebs and they're disgusting, vile, and hurtful, and very organized things that they do and say sometimes. They don't affect me at all now, man. You know, but when before it was like, man, that's a nuke. I can't take it. You know, I'm losing my mind. I need to end it. Blah blah blah. I need to medicate and escape reality, or I need to just, you know, be lost for 4 days and just be completely devoid of any reason or common sense, you know. And that's how they want you. They want you looking like a lunatic out here. I have shown them crazy, you know. I'll show them crazy in a smart way, you know. I will show them danger. You know, if they want danger, I will show them danger too. I know a lot of you guys will say, you know, well, God's vengeance is the Lord's. Well, you know, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way, and I feel perfect, beautiful conviction in my heart to be the way I am towards our enemy. You know, a lot of people say that, but it's okay for their kid to go to war and kill other people. It's like, it's the same thing, you know. You're taking justice and you're taking other people's lives into your hand, you know. So I mean, if you feel at peace with doing what you're doing, that's fine, you know what I mean. And for any perps that come into my page, I rebuke you, I curse you, I bind you. I hope that hell is everything and worse than anybody can imagine for you, unless you change and you make that difference. And the best thing anybody could ever do on my channel, and I'm telling you right here, the best thing, I would say even more than people getting saved and finding hope on my channel, the best thing would be if a TI fessed up here, and you know, they can cover their face and whatever, but if they started telling us secrets and how they do things like that, that would be awesome, you know. Well, I wouldn't say that's the best thing. That'd be like next to people finding hope and encouragement here. But yeah, that would be cool, you know. If you're a perp, what's up? We're not scared of you, you know. We don't care. We know you are tormented by demons all day and all night, you know. That you are controlled, that there is a hand up your ass like a puppet, you know. That you are vile, that you have given yourself over to a reprobate mind, that you have no peace, that you are almost like an animal, you're a bot, you know. But if you want to find redemption, you want to make a little, if you want to start turning it around, there is hope, man, you know. There is nothing impossible for God, nothing. And we haven't seen anything yet. And I think this channel is going to help with the uprising of what the Lord said, you know. In the end days, you shall do greater things than this, you know. As in the days of Noah, where nobody believes us, nobody but wants to believe us. People turn a blind eye. People do feel the energies, but they say that we're crazy. It's like, no, it's directed at us so we can seem crazy, you know, so we'll look crazy and we'll be outcasted and exiled. But anyways, we have to learn to laugh it off, man, you know, and love yourself and still see life as an opportunity. Remember, this may be the devil's, you know, world and earth, but it was made by somebody else. Somebody greater than that loves me and you, and that made us wonderfully and fearfully, that knew us in the womb, you know, before time. He said before he created everything, he knew you, he knew your name. So that's pretty awesome, man. And so just take the suffering, man. Learn from it, you know. don't be a little bitch, dude, you know? Be a fucking warrior out here, a ruthless warrior, you know? Anyways, if anybody needs anything, you know, just put it down at the comments. I don't know if anybody's even gonna watch this video. The last one got, I think, two comments or something like that. Like, I hit the like button. You know, people don't love you, but a grain of salt, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. It's okay. I'm relying on the Lord. If this is something He wants me to do, then it'll thrive, you know? If not, then it won't, and I'll be fine with that. God bless you guys. I love you. Until next time.